Okay, here we are. We're actually in the doctor's office. I want to say a few more things to you about this woman here. I don't know if she wants to remain nameless. I kind of doubt it, because as we've been getting to know each other more, it seems that she's just really just kind of wears, I mean, she's very, very forthcoming about everything, just very, very open. She says it's really kind of liberating. I have nothing to hide. I am at rock, well, she's not at rock bottom, actually. Rock bottom, it's probably, oh my God. See, this is what I can't handle. I'm sorry.
Sarah, on a Tuesday, do you think you can bring me up at 1:30 for my group therapy?
Tuesday? Group therapy? Absolutely.
Okay.
This Tuesday, right? Okay. I'm her supporter, supposedly. And I have permission to go in the office with her. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to get off of, I don't know, fentanyl. I think that's kind of like heroin. Anyway, no, she's been fighting to get off of drugs for a long time. I think I said in my last video, she had everything. She had a life, a normal life, and it was all taken away from her. And it wasn't because of her. It wasn't her choice. It wasn't because she decided she wanted to get on drugs. This was all, doctors said, oh, forget it. We're just going to throw you away, basically. Put you on drugs and just bye-bye. So she's like, after years of being on this stuff, she's like, no, this is her attitude, and I believe it. This is what you're seeing. She's not going to let it happen. She says, Sarah, I know every time I go back, they up my dose. I know I'm going to die, and I'm not going to let it happen. I'm coming off of it. So this is the only doctor who will see her, Dr. Frum. I'm going to call him From Heaven. Dr. From Heaven. I'm going to call him that. Anyway, so nobody else wants to touch this case, and you tell me, or ask yourself, tell me what's wrong here. We stereotype drug addicts, and may I?
Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Because
okay.
Nobody ever has.
Talk to me.
Nobody has a clue how a certain person got into the situation that they did. I worked 17 years in a pharmacy. I graduated from WVU. I went on a scholarship for playing softball. So I paid my own way. My dad was an coal miner.
Yeah. This is the kind of person that...
I wrecked.
You had a wreck.
It ruined my life. And I ended up on opiates, pain patches, pain medication.
Tell me about how, you look really pretty. Tell me about how you lost your feet. Tell me about the accident. Do you remember anything?
I hit a garbage truck head on.
Oh my God.
I was in a rush. My daughters had a dance that evening, and they needed some sewing done. I hurried up and tried to run down and get them some breakfast so that I could come back and hem their dresses. I was in a rush, and it
thinking
was
of your children, not drinking,
not partying, not partying. I come around a blind turn, and they were sitting there, and I never had time to stop, and I was speeding, so it was my fault.
Oh, okay,
my
great.
Life. My feet were cut off, my back was broke.
Oh man.
All my ribs, my sternum was crushed. I laid in ICU for 3 months.
You're a miracle, you know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got, when I left the hospital, they put me on pain medication, and it's been like this ever since.
Okay.
And then I was dope sick.
How long
instead.
were you on pain medication?
Up until now.
How many years is that?
4.
4 years.
Of
We're talking
medication.
heavy doses.
Strong medication.
Constant, like round the clock.
Yep, strongest narcotic on the market they gave me.
What is it called?
It's called fentanyl. Dirty.
Okay.
And they kept me on that all this time, and it was putting me through withdrawals while I had it on. So I was dope sick all the time. On top.
What is dope sick? You mean like
sick from not having the medicine?
Oh.
Not having enough.
Okay.
Because your body adjusts, and
right, and then you get sick.
And then you're sick on top of hurting.
That's why you know.
So that's when I turned into I went to the needle because it's a quick fix.
Yeah, because
It's a quick fix.
Because it's
to
a
not
horrible.
be sick because you feel normal.
Yeah.
It's that easy. Within 10 seconds, you feel like you've never been sick.
That's when
And you could have never told me 4 years ago that I would have ever in my entire life put a needle in my arm. I would have called you a liar.
Desperate measures,
Desperate times, big things
yeah,
for measures.
desperate. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
You know, my life is ruined.
And any one of us, and I mean all of us.
This is going to save me. I know.
None of us know what we would do. And for you or us, I'll just include myself in that too, who like to stand back and point fingers and judge people, you think very hard before you judge the next person. You do.
I caught myself judging people that were junkies because I didn't understand what they were going through.
Wow.
I never knew.
My God.
You know,
That's
I wasn't judgmental, but I kind of looked down on people that used the needle because I thought they were doing it to just get high. I had no idea they were doing it to not be sick.
Some of them are doing it just to stay alive.
Just to stay alive.
Interesting.
And that's what I was doing.
All right. Okay.
Stay alive.
I'll turn this back on here in a minute, but let me tell you where you, audience, you're going to be in this bag
My
here. See
family
this bag?
disowned me. My family disowned me.
Okay.
My family disowned me. My mother's the only one that stuck through me through this because they couldn't understand.
They didn't understand? They didn't know the whole story. Okay. I want everyone to know the whole story. How do you feel about that? You have nothing to hide, do you? All right, tell me something. Do you like this or not? If you feel uncomfortable, because I think it's going to touch on.
I've already hit rock bottom.
Okay, so this is what goes on in America's. I'm going to say underbelly of we've got the normal, somebody tell me what that is, please.
Right now is I'm 38 years old and they're just going to keep.
She's only 38.
Hiring my dose, and I'm not going to be able to be a functioning adult because I sit around and I can't.
Yeah.
I can't leave my house because I'm worried about my neck's fixed.
Right. Oh.
Because I got to worry about sitting in the bathroom with a needle and a spoon, making sure that I'm able to function for the day.
I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you. I can't take it.
People don't understand.
I've never. I understand. I understand. I've never been in exactly that type of situation, but I was in a situation that I could compare it to. That I never, I did a few things I never dreamed I would ever do, out of sheer desperation to go on.
I've never been one. I don't smoke weed.
Yeah.
I don't do cocaine.
Well,
I don't smoke crack. I don't steal. I don't do none of the criminal activity that most people do.
No.
I just fended for myself to make sure that I was okay so that I could
keep
get
living.
I could get up every day and take care of my children. So I put that needle in my arm and I felt good for a while.
Tell me what your children, what kind of relationship do you have with them now? Do they sort of not?
Back.
Okay, so are they?
Horrible for the past year.
Okay.
They blamed me because they couldn't understand I wasn't the person that they knew.
That they thought. Yeah, I think all kids do that.
They idolized me.
That's what babies.
And I fucked it up. I blew it.
No, they didn't.
Yes, I did.
No.
When I chose to put that needle in my arm, yes, I did.
Okay.
I did.
That's true. That's true.
There's no recreational intravenous users. It's not under control. Even though I can say it was under control, it's not under control.
Right.
That's not recreational. There might be a recreational pot smoker, there might be a recreational this, but there's no recreational intravenous user.
Right, they're desperate.
You don't go put that needle in your arm and think that you got it under control because that needle has you. You don't have that needle. And once you use the needle, there is no rewind. Ever again.
And so Marianne took you in. Would you want to talk about that for a minute?
She doesn't know about that.
She doesn't? Okay. Okay.
Her talk, but I've never got into that with her because it would hurt her. It would break her heart.
Should I keep this particular clip off of YouTube? or should I keep it off? We'll talk about it later. It's all up to you, okay? You've got control over this. I can cut out parts that you want, okay? Okay, I'm going to turn this off, and you're going in here, audience. See that? And it says, I want you to see what it says. That's true. And this is good. You know what? It's going to reach out to a lot of people. I know it will, because it's just, I just know that it will. Attitude of gratitude.
You can't never say it won't happen to me.
I think that
I come
it's a
from
very
a good
important
family,
thing to have.
My parents never did drugs.
Okay, she wants you to hear this. This is awesome. Go.
My parents never did drugs. I come from a good family. I had nobody to blame but myself. My dad was a coal miner. My
You
mom
can't
was
blame yourself for the accident, Dawn. Look at me now.
If I would have been paying attention, yes, because it was my fault. It was all my fault.
If you'd been paying attention, Gail,
It was my
Dawn.
fault, but I'm the one that chose after the accident.
Wait a minute,
to do the
you're
things
just
that I
human.
did.
Well, maybe all this was planned by God, and maybe there's a much higher lesson, and maybe for all you know,
Well, this
what
right
you're doing
here,
right
this
now
right here is
is
bringing
going
my family back.
to reach out to thousands of people. Who knows?
Well, like today, we can go down. Like I said, we're going to get out mountains. So I'll buy you lunch and stuff.
You don't have
ride
to buy
around.
me.
Well, let's ride around. Let's go do something for a while day.
Yeah.
I'll introduce you to my grandchild and to my sisters and the people that are most important to me.
Excellent.
And you can get their opinion on this.
You want to do
because
this
they all
today?
know. We can do this.
This will be great.
Because
All
they'll give
right.
you their opinion on how I feel.
All right.
And what they've had to go through with me.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, my mother, my poor mother, 70 years
Send
old,
this to
had to bring me
Oprah. How would you like to be on Oprah?
My mom had to bring me clean
This is a good
needles.
story.
My mom had to bring me clean needles. You think that didn't kill
Oh
her?
my God. Well, listen, you're beating yourself up all over the place. I think
Not
you've
because
been
that's
beat
why
up
I'm
enough.
here. That's why I'm here.
Okay, tell me what's going to happen after today. Why? You said earlier that this is the most important day of your life.
Because it's the first day of the rest of my life.
Yep, the first day of the rest of your great life.
This is what's going to help me be clean.
No more.
I know I'm strong enough to do it. I just need help. That's all. I just needed the help.
You've
and I
got
couldn't
it.
get it.
You've got it. You've always got
I
help.
need people that I can trust, and when I need to be at my appointments, I just need to find people that I can trust that can be there for me and help me.
Well,
I'll pay to get here.
There
I
are a
just
lot of
need
good people in
to
the
help
world.
me.
If they just
Well,
know,
it
if they
was
just
just
know
by
about
fate
people
that
like
you came up there.
Aw, I think
is.
it was my good fate.
It was by fate. I mean, I believe in all that.
I do
believe in
too.
karma.
I don't believe in accidents either. All right. Okay, we're wrapping it up for now. You're going in the bag, and when we go into the doctor's office, unless I get permission from him, you'll be You'll be seeing a lot of knees or just not a lot actually, just 6. Mine, hers, and his, and I am going in as her supporter, and so this is all medically, politically, socially correct.
I want everybody around me that can help me to be my support system. I don't just want one or two people. I need everybody.
Oh man, I know. Tell me about it.
And before I used to.
I need a
could
lot
do
of
this.
love too.
I used to think that I can do this on my own. I can do this on my own. Well, guess what? No, I can't.
This reminds me of that Neil Young song. You know that song? That says it's gonna take a lot of love. Well, you know what? People need a lot of love. Not just a little, a lot. Everybody. And the people that we see walking around that we look down on, it's just human to do that. It's because we're so much made out of ego.
People that was doing heroin and stuff.
Because they were jerks, or I know.
Because they wanted to, and then I realized once they started, they couldn't stop.
Right. So what you're saying right now is probably
What you doing?
Probably going to keep maybe. If I hope there's some 14-year-olds or 12-year-olds or mothers, fathers. Get your kids to look at this video and listen to this. Once you put a needle in your arm, it's all over. It has you.